That steps for losers, man. I don't get involved in that stuff, but
Angel Rashad Milligan rolling out.
That's a good question.
Brandon, you want one quick question?
We can't ask Rashad questions.
Hey, Rashad.
What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back, everybody, to the channel. My name is Rashad Milligan. If you are new to the channel, this is the road to 5K subs. Hope you all had a great weekend. My weekend was pretty chill. The highlight of it, of course, was probably, as you guys saw, plenty of content came from it, was going to the Tony Schnell show. But yes, man, a few topics, random topics, mad random stream. I ain't even gonna hold you tonight. And yeah, so let's get into it without further ado. So the first things first, the drama continues. Dun 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 with the Seattle Storm. One word, one emoji, reps. But Skylar is working out with somebody, a familiar face. Noel Quinn, the coach. If it's us versus them, who you think gonna win? If it's us versus them, long live takeoff, man. The drama continues with the Seattle Storm. They are picking sides. The report about Jewel Lloyd not getting, who was it? Who was it? Jewel Lloyd was claiming that Noel Quinn and the organization was plotting against her from getting 20 points per game because she would get a bonus then, and they didn't want her to win. They didn't want to see her do well, whoop the whoop, all of those things, right? I don't know whose agent it was, but one of the clutch agents, Jay Lee English, came up and said, "This report is capped. This is irresponsible journalism. This is just an abomination. You don't know nothing." But then Skylar said cap. And we said, "Hold on, Skylar speaking on this." Skylar said cap. She was responding to the report as if the report was right. A couple days later, Jewel Lloyd officially requests a trade out of Seattle. And a couple days after that, two members from the other side, Skylar Diggins-Smith and Noel Quinn, posted together smiling. Look at this smile, man. Look at this. Come on. Come on, man. Look at this right now, man. Smiling. Cheesing. Yeah. Yeah. Y'all know what it is. That's crazy. I ain't gonna lie to you. That's crazy. I have no idea where NECA's going. But the beef of Skylar Diggins-Smith and Jewel Lloyd is one that I did not see coming in 2024. These were the two college teammates. As soon as the trade happens, they're retweeting and reposting all the images from the Notre Dame days and things of that sort. They're all smiles. Oh, man, the dynamic duo is back. The all-star duo is back. Fast forward a couple months later after the season, and they are beefing out loud, not even quietly. This is crazy. Skylar Diggins-Smith and Joel Lloyd beefing. Who would have thought? I don't know what NECA's going to do, like I said, in free agency. Is NECA going to stay in Seattle? Is NECA going to go somewhere with less drama? I don't know where you're going to find less. It seems like there's drama all around the league, just like every other sport. But I think the W is just kind of a little more broadcasted if you're more tapped into the sport. But yeah, man, I don't know what NECA's going to do. Maybe NECA goes back and it's just Sky, NECA, and Ezzy next season in Seattle, and they kind of go to a big three with two bigs and then a guard, instead of having Jewel Lloyd in the backcourt as well. And whoever, if you get a good enough package in return for Jewel Lloyd, I will. I don't know if Kennedy Carter is the exact thing that you will want like post a drama filled season, but who knows, man? Something might happen. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just putting things out there, but that's just something I noticed that happened today that was very, very, very interesting to me. Skylar Diggins-Smith posted up with Noel Quinn. They have definitely chose sides on the Seattle Storm, and Skylar, as she has shown her entire career, is not running from any smoke. If she feels uncomfortable in any situation, if she's unhappy in any situation, she's going to let you know. She's going to be transparent and honest with the public so that they know what happens and that nobody can play with her name and create any false narratives. I ain't going to lie. This is one person. Remember when I went on a rant of y'all don't know the whole story a couple weeks ago? I hate that phrase so much of y'all don't know the full story. Y'all don't know what's going on. I feel like Skylar Diggins Smith is the one person in the WNBA and women's basketball space who, when there's some mess going on, and you want to say you don't know the whole story, Skylar Diggins Smith is going to tell you the whole story. And I appreciate that about Skylar. And, keeping it real and not holding any secrets. Because what's the point of holding secrets? It's just for the sake of tea and to rise up the amount of drama and to gaslight the audience that's watching and to, oh, no, no, there ain't nothing. Y'all don't know nothing. Y'all creating narratives. Well, there's obviously something going on behind the scenes here. Why won't nobody tell us? Skylar Diggins Smith is the only player in the league that I have seen consistently. Dallas, Phoenix, and now in Seattle. Tell us what's going on, when it's going on, and how it's BS and this and that. When the thing was going on, when Phoenix sat her and she said, "No, I could have played, but Phoenix sat me and they sat me and they treated me like this because I got pregnant again." She said exactly what was going on and what was happening. This time, when the reports about Seattle Storm come out, NECA's not saying anything. She's keeping us in the dark. Skylar Diggins Smith let us know immediately where she stood with little things, little emojis, little comments, little likes, but she's letting us know. And she's not gaslighting us and saying, you don't know the whole story. There's nothing going on. You aren't inside the locker room. I hate that. It's just like the worst thing to me in sports. Is we really need to kind of leave that in 2024. Anyways, next topic, real quick, unless I got anything. Okay, I'm about to move on. The rest of the stream is gonna like not be basketball, so just a heads up. I know I got someone in here and stuff like that watching. The Hollywood Reporter, man. So a day after, these Jay Z allegations, these Jay Z things, the premiere of Mufasa happened, and this Mufasa, and this rendition of Mufasa, Blue Ivy is up there. She's like the main voice. If you can remember, in the 2018 rendition of The Lion King, the lead voices were Beyonce and Donald Glover. So, of course, natural progression. Blue Ivy, she becomes a star on the Renaissance tour with her little part, and which turned into an entire choreographed thing by the end of the tour and everything like that. She became a star. Anyways, I say all that to say she's now stepping into movies and the other side of kind of like Beyonce's footsteps and stuff like that. And she holds it well. I feel like Northwest and Blue Ivy, the firstborn of like celebrity power couples or whatever, they hold this, they do well, man. For kids, they're like 13, 12, 11, but they hold the title well. They do well in it. So anyways, here we go. See Beyonce coming up. Pretty nice cheers for Beyonce, the mama with, and you see Mama Tina right there, grandmama, preparing her well. They're taking nice little pictures. Beyonce just a proud mom right here. And Blue Ivy almost as tall as her mama. Ain't that something? Blue Ivy almost. Blue Ivy taller than her mama. Blue Ivy taller than her mama. And the dress looks so nice and it's appropriate, everything like that. And I really hope this entire situation isn't, affecting Blue Ivy because, like Jay said in the Rock Nation statement, she's at the age where her friends and students and classmates and everything are going to ask her about these allegations and stuff like that. But look at this. Oh, look at the train. Look at the baby growing up, mine. But, I hope it didn't get into her too much. And here we go. The Jay-Z thing. So Jay's popped out. He's smiling. Proud Papa. And he's smiling. You know what I'm saying? It was a long time where Jay was not smiling, bro. And he's smiling. He's been smiling for like the past couple of years. See, look, Jay-Z, man. And there it is. Okay. And here's the entire family. Mama Tina. Mama Tina now becoming South Mufasa premiere. I want to say this is LA, probably LA. This is from the Hollywood Reporter. But yeah, man. Okay, let's get into it. A lot of people, you see, it's funny when a lot of things happen. There's a lot of journalists that say, yo, I'm a journalist, this and that, I'm a real journalist, and they look down on the streamers, they look down on the Kai Snap, they look down on the Pipe Boy Maxes, et cetera, and say, I'm a traditional journalist. I went to school for this. I ain't play. I got a journalism degree. I'm a real journalist. And then situations like this arise where somebody they want to be in good graces with or somebody they are in good graces with, aka Jay-Z in this situation, and the energy they have for every other person in the industry. R. Kelly, we can even go back to Michael Jackson if we want to do that. R. Kelly, Michael Jackson, Drake, whoever the case might be, they let it pour on them. Dr. Dre, they just, that's a terrible person. Kanye West, they let it pour on them. But when it comes to somebody that they might like and they got a relationship with and he invited you to their brunch or you want to still get invited to the brunch, oh, it's crickets. It's how can we tear a black man down? Is it those other dudes, the Michael Jackson, R. Kelly, Trey Songz, Kanye West, they was all black men too. And not that Kanye was like got something in common with them, because like, Kanye was just more just saying reckless things as opposed to being accused of doing crazy things on a consistent basis. I know I'm aware of the situation with his former assistant saying that and stuff like that. But yeah, man, it gets to this, and you don't want to keep the same energy. I think a part of journalism is sticking to that facts. So if Jay Z was alleged of, I'm saying, heinous acts and crazy things, you should report it as such. Jay Z was accused of XYZ. That this is that. There is no so and so. You can say the lawyer's background, this and that. If you keep it at that, that's that. If you keep it at Diddy was accused of ABC. That's that. That's that. But see what we have done now for the sake of clicks and the era of hot take culture, which really started from Skip Bayless and Stephen A. Smith. With that mixture and everything like that, everybody feels like they need to give an opinion with something. Thanks, Wendy Williams on the entertainment side, everybody feels like they need to give an opinion on something. So now you present the facts, you give your opinion, and since you already didn't have a relationship with Puff, you can say, "Oh yeah, Puff did. Puff, we lift up these black celebrities. We do this. We do that. We do that." If you don't have a relationship with Michael Jackson, you can say, "Oh, Michael Jackson, yeah. Why is a kid did it this and that?" When you don't have a relationship with R. Kelly, "Oh, he's a nasty man, this and that, blah 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 blah." But since it's somebody that you like, come on now, and I'll tell you up front with my relationship and my kind of crossover with this family, with the Knowles family, with the Carter family, every single person connected to that family that I've ran into and I've interacted with, nothing but pleasant things. And I interviewed Jay's mom before up in Philadelphia, at what was it, Made in America, the Made in America festival, Jay-Z festival that he does in Philadelphia every year. He didn't do it last year. But I interviewed her, and she was just telling me about the foundation they have to give money to kids for scholarships and everything like that. Pretty positive stuff. I interviewed her. I interviewed obviously Beyonce's dad before and things like that a couple years ago as well. Cool dude, answered all of my questions with passion, and just gave me the rundown on Solange and Beyonce and raising them and kind of training them to go as he's gone as an entrepreneur and a business owner before Destiny Child ever existed. Great family, bro, from everybody that I met. And very hospitable. Jay's been hospitable, everything like that for me when I went to Made in America that one year. And also Rock Nation been cool. All of their artists that I interact with, cool. Management at Rock Nation, all been cool with me every time I interact with them. Another thing, with that family and stuff like that. Jay was at the Hawks game. That's what I was trying to think. Jay was at the Hawks game against the Charlotte Hornets. I believe LaMelo was a Rock Nation athlete at the time. I'm not sure if he's still signing them, but Jay popped up in Atlanta to support him, and Jay was cool with everybody. Like Jay was like, you know what I'm saying? I know he's like this mysterious, methodical, like big time higher holier than thou celebrity. That's kind of how he like presents himself. But like everybody that ran into him at the Hawks game said he was mad cool. Like it was just like, yo, like I really respect you as an artist, as a creative and an entrepreneur and as a black man and black entertainer, he's like, yo, thank you, I appreciate that. Like he didn't ignore him, didn't act like he was holier than thou. Like he breathed different flavor of water. He was down to earth dude, regular dude. So I say all of that as a kind of like prerequisite. But I want to say if you are gonna share your opinion on something, bro, just keep it consistent, dog. Like, and I also want to say this about Jay. Um, I think this is an important lesson for everybody about the company you keep, right? Regardless if you're doing it for business relationships, regardless if you're doing this for career or anything like that. Anybody that you consistently put yourself next to, take pictures with, publicly say, I'm affiliated, associated with this person. The proximity to this person is close. You know, me and this person are close. Before you do that with anybody, you need to make sure that they don't have no funny business going on because it's going to look really bad in a situation like this with Jay. If this lawsuit is thrown out the window because the attorney was on the boot and trying to blackmail Jay, like he said in the statement, all of those things, it still looks like this. You still have multiple pictures with a lot of these guys who've been in trouble before. Harvey Weinstein's, the Puffs, especially the Puffs. A lot of these other dudes who were just in a bunch, R. Kelly, to even collab and have collab albums with R. Kelly, all of these things. It is going to look a certain way if somebody comes out and alleges something crazy about you. You know why? Because you got years and years of pictures, parties, all the videos, all of these things with these problematic figures. You know what I'm saying? And things like that. People who have been caught up in the past. So it's important for everybody. You know what I'm saying? If you got somebody that you know what I'm saying, got a woo woo woo, you need to, hey, check that. Make sure that's good. Or distance yourself and publicly, yo, this was my dog, everything like that, whoop de whoop. I don't condone any of that behavior. I talked to them and told them, hey, that isn't cool. And apparently he isn't the person that I thought he was, that he presented himself out to be. I didn't see any of that stuff that they're accusing him of. But if any of that is true, I don't co-sign it. We didn't get any of that from Jay-Z because he's going on this you know what I'm saying, oh, Russell Simmons, another guy, but he's going on, kind of like the I'm high and above a mighty of social media, I'm above the internet and everything like that. As soon as these allegations drop, Joker, you had paragraphs ready for the internet, you had paragraphs ready for Instagram, you had paragraphs ready for Twitter. All of these celebrities see everything, and you know what I'm saying, to act like you don't see it, bro, like, you know what I'm saying, just to throw on this facade that you're holier, you know what I'm saying, all that. I just think that stuff is whack, bro. And people need to do an audit of the people that they're around, because it can make you look crazy for something like this, whether or not you did it. You know what I'm saying? So that's my message to Jay. That's my message to other journalists and other reporters. Let's keep it consistent throughout the board. I don't care how much you like the blueprint. I don't care how much you like 444. I don't care how much you like, you know, uh any of the Johns from Jay-Z, bro. The Black Album. You have to keep it even across the board, because you can't go here and dump on and laugh at Drake for the entire 2024 and recite the Not Like Us lyrics and hold hands and go ring around the rosy in a happy place and smile. And then, on the other end, just say, oh, Jay-Z ain't do nothing. Oh, how could it blasphemous? Jay-Z? No, you can't do that. You have to keep the same energy across the board. Um, oh, also a shout out Infinity Song. Infinity Song's Rock Nation too. And Flage's Rock Nation affiliated as well. And of course, May. All those folks been cool working with. Yeah. So salute to Rock for cool for sure. But this is just what's going on. This is what it is with the case and stuff like that. So those are my thoughts on the entire Jay-Z situation. On this Mufasa situation, I am so proud of Blue Ivy. Congratulations to Blue Ivy. Beyonce and Jay doing an amazing job raising her. She's turned into a beautiful, talented, and confident and thick-skinned, you know what I'm saying, a celebrity child. that's grown up in the spotlight and stuff like that. And same thing to Northwest over there with Kanye and Kim. All right, here we go. Complex's top 50 albums of 2024. So I saw like a little glimpse of this. I think they had Layla at 9, and I know they have GNX from Kendrick at number 1. So I haven't seen the rest of the list. So this is my first time looking at it. Let's see. Okay, blah 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 blah. Who wrote it? Oh, I guess they have. Okay, they have people's names up here. Shout out to Demons. Shout out to Eric Skelton. I know Eric Skelton. Eric Skelton doesn't he work for the label? I'm much no. I'm thinking about Randall. I'm thinking about Randall Skelton. He worked at Epic. All right. Anyways, uh, Jordan Rose, Jelani Turner Williams, John Barlos, Mickey Hellerbach, Kiana Fitzgerald, William E. Ketchum III, Peter A. Berry, and Will Scoob. Scoob? All right, but anyway, shout out to y'all, man, for show, for show. 50, we got Tommy Richmond, Coyote. I haven't listened to this album from Tommy Richmond. I've heard it's pretty solid. The thing that made the news about it the most was the fact that he didn't put his biggest hits on there because he really wanted to go so kind of I guess punk with it, and he wanted to go back to the underground. But I'm like, bro, just embrace the mainstream. With mainstream comes mainstream hate. Kali Uchis, shout out to Kali Uchis, man. She's going full like just mariachi, like Spanish and everything like that. I think I did listen to this album, or at least got through a few tracks of it and everything like that, and it was all just Spanish, bro. But salute to her for that though. Lil Tecca Plan A. I haven't heard this either. I know Lil Tecca, he does release pretty popular albums, all of those things and stuff like that. So shout out Lil Tecca. Denzel Curry. This is the first album on this list I have heard all the way through. It's a pretty cool tape. It's very 3-6 inspired, things of that sort. And Denzel, he kind of has like a chaotic energy about him. He's a real a quote unquote a real lyricist, all of those things. But like his energy is just really the turn. Like he just mixed the both. And I think he did a good job on this project of doing that, mixing with the 3-6 and keeping it lyrical. I love the guest appearances on it. I think the features really kept it from not being boring outside of the, just high energy all the time and stuff like that. So I rock with it, man. On some real Memphis stuff. And then I think he made like a whole song called like Memphis and had like NLE Chop on it and stuff like that. Like it was pretty cool and stuff. So salute. All right, hold on. Oh, Gemini from Lucky. We talking now. We talking now. This was another good album, bro. This was a good album. Like the joint. I don't even. Hey, I don't even like you. Hey, why would I bring my pistol? Why would I even? Oh, can I say that on YouTube? I don't even know if I can say that on YouTube. But I really like that joint, man. That's one of my favorite joints of 2024. And speaking of, with Denzel Curry, the joint with Tia Kareen and Ferg, Hot Ones, see your tempo. Here, there it is, Hot Ones right there. See that's one of my favorite. Those are two of my favorite joints of the year for sure. So salute to them. But yeah, man. Hey, I like the joint he had with Lucky, going back to Lucky. The Bees joint, I like that one too. You know what I'm saying? So salute. The Calm from Chris Patrick. Chris Patrick is one of those real spitters. I believe he's up there in New Jersey. He's kind of like a Marco Plus, everything like that, where it's like real hip hop, but he can rap. Like Chris Patrick is one of those guys for sure. He's saying the personal style of the warm up era, J. Cole. High praises, but well deserved. Camila Cabello, XO, C, XO. This was the one with Drake, with the two Drake songs, but he just singing on them. I think this was like right after the beef too. I was very like annoyed with that. Yep, here we go. Two Drake features on the. Yeah, I was very annoyed with that. Those are like the only songs I listened to on the album too. So I'm sorry. Freddie Gibbs, once again, one of them ones. This one came like a couple weeks ago. It's crazy how people can do the 50 And then with the album that just came out like less than a month ago, it feels like. But this came out actually the same week that Chromacopia came out. This also has one of my joints, man. Um, this album was funny. How Freddie Gibbs has been in the tabloids and kind of headlines for like all the wrong reasons outside of music for the past couple of years, and he like played into that and leaned into that in this album, which I really appreciated. Of him using the what was it? It was the voicemails with the women and stuff like that. It was just like, Freddie, go back, oh Freddie, oh I love you, Freddie, forgive me, all that and stuff like that. And then the last joint, the last track on there is one of my favorite songs as well of the year with the gosh dang, that ain't got Diddy. I wonder what they would have did if Pac never Pac never this Biggie. Oh man, rest in peace to rich homie Quan. You was too young to check out. The industry never care about you. They only want to ice your neck out. Oh my god, it's just that those aren't the words all the way, but yeah. Shout out to Child Lee. His label pushed this one to me a lot, and we were supposed to do an interview about it before I got out of my last job, which was rolling out. But I mean, salute the child though. Salute the child. He part of the entire sexy drill movement that New York had an entire moment this year, and I look forward to kind of coming back in next summer and stuff like that. Just because it's I don't know, like it's yes, okay, objectifying women and just going over the top with the horniness is a problem. Yes. At the same time, I think it is a step in the right direction from just killing music. And it was like it's spilling over into the real life and everything like that. And I much rather this than the other. This is Fouché. Fouché's been popping for years now. I've been listening to her for years now, and I still get tripped up on how to exactly pronounce her name. If it's Fouché or Fushi, but I'll leave it's Fouché. I like this joint. I like this joint. I like her music. It's like rock, but with like rap lyrics, kind of aggressive and like uncut and things like that. So I really like that from her and everything. Um, yeah, I rock with Fouché. Okay, LL Cool J, The Force. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. I've heard nothing but good things about this album from LL Cool J this year. This album and the Eminem album. Those are two albums I've heard nothing but good things about this year. But I never got around to them. I'm so sorry. I heard the LL singles though that he released before the album. I was listening to them coming up. I think one of them had like Bad Joe on it and stuff like that. And I really liked the energy. It was like I think he had one with Rick Ross on the story. I don't want to guess wrong incorrectly, but I believe that was one of the singles as well. And it sounded really good because he mixed like his old school flow. He didn't switch up his flow. He had the same flow, but it was kind of on new school beats, and he had new school rappers doing their flow with it, and it just kind of was like a collision of the different eras of stuff of hip hop. And I thought it was beautiful, and I'm glad that him and M dropped this year, and Killer Mike dropped again this year, because it's just showing there is no age limit in this genre. You know what I'm saying? You could rap for as long as you want to, and and Common and Pete Rock as well. Like what the white kid called it unk music and stuff like that, and it went viral and everybody got mad and stuff like that. But I'm glad that this exists because people need that, bro. Like what am I gonna listen to when I'm 40, when I'm 50, bro? Am I just gonna stop listening to rap music altogether? Am I gonna be listening to the same old? Am I gonna be listening to camp for the next 40, 50 years of my life? Like I can only replay camp for so long. I like to listen to some new stuff with the rappers that I grew up with. All the rappers I grew up with are retiring now, bro. So it'd just be nice to see something like this. It gives me hope for the future that I have something to look forward to when I get older. All right. Shout out to Q Tip. He executively produced the album. Shout out to Q Tip. Last Lap from Rod Wave. Rod Wave makes really good albums, man. And Rod Wave isn't necessarily my taste of music, but like he makes good albums, he makes good music. He puts that pain and that soul into it. And it's kind of like the modern mix of the modern sound, but with the old school type of pain and begging and crying and stuff like that. And I don't know, man. I really rock with Rod Wave. I appreciate that he's doing something different, and the fact that he's like the most popular artist, him and Young Boy. I always kind of get concerned about that because Rod Wave is such a sad artist. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, why does he connect with the kids so much? Are the kids just that sad? Which is like it makes me feel uncomfortable. And same with Young Boy. Young Boy has a lot of sad, like just songs of pain. His pain and PTSD of what he's seen and why he's so thorough. He's so thorough because he's seen so much and on a, you know what I'm saying, as a bottom baby in Baton Rouge. You know what I'm saying? It's stuff like that that just makes me feel uneasy. But yes, overall I rock with Broadway. Gunna 101. I heard a lot of good things about this album. Of course, a few of the tracks just became certified hits, and you hear them everywhere and things like that. Gunna is still going, bro. He's still going, dude. And when he first got out, everybody blacklisted him. Everybody blackballed him. Turbo, not Turbo. Wheezy out of here. The entire industry, every rapper. Offset was like the first major American rapper to work with him. And he's the only one still working with him. And Turbo is the only major American producer to work with him. Gunna is just still getting it done, bro. And salute to him for that. You know, stuck obviously in a unfortunate situation away from the music, but like it is what it is, bro. Like it is what it is, bro. Now everybody's out. You know, of course, Thug Jeffrey is out under different circumstances, but everybody else is out, bro. You know what I'm saying? So it just is what it is. Tyler's self-titled. This was cool. This was cool. Afro beats and stuff like that. Not really my jam full time, but you know, it was cool. I listened to this album as well. Had me, you know, dancing and stuff like that. But all Afro beats do that and everything. So she was trying to go R&B on a couple joints as well. You know, and I think it's just difficult when you come off of water, bro. Like it's difficult when you come off of water to like, you know, live up to that. But like they say here, the joint that she had with Gunna was a big deal. That's where I saw Gunna. It's at the BET Awards. I saw him on the carpet. And I said, welcome home. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I said, welcome home, Gunna, and stuff like that. He said, thank you, my brother. And you know, he performed with her and he took the picture with Donald Glover. It's a cool moment. It's a cool moment. Shout out to Tyler, man. Shout out to Tyler. She had herself a year, but this album was just kind of like it was cool to me. Water is amazing though. Water is undeniable. It deserves every single award and Grammy that it received. Mixtape Pluto. This one was real hype. Everybody was hyped for it. And then he came out with the I don't know any other song on this album, bro. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Everybody said, nah, I ain't really rocking with it. But they all liked the song. Like he literally, you know, worked his way into another hit. Just fell into a hit, bro. Absol Soul Burger. This joint, I said something about this joint already on stream or in one of my videos before. I really wasn't feeling it like that. And Absol, I enjoy Absol's albums. I enjoy Absol's music, and I enjoy Absol's rapping ability. I salute it. I respect it and acknowledge it each and every single time. He's still one of the best rappers in the world, hands down. I just really ain't like this album, bro. I just ain't like it. I don't know what it was that wasn't connecting for me, but I just wasn't connecting with it. And I rock with, like I said, I like the last one where it's like, but really, y'all just gotta rap. And the one where he's talking about, you know, jumping off the bridge and stuff like that, and he just broke bones, and you know what I'm saying? Like it was just a lot of stuff, man. You know, so yeah. I didn't even know Samara Sin dropped a whole album this year. When she dropped this? It's at October 25th. I seen the couple singles she had. The Sinners single I think just came out. It might have just came out. Well, I didn't know she came out in the Katana. I didn't know. Oh, EP. That's why. See, yeah. They tried it. Yeah. I said she ain't come out with no dang album this year. That's just them just trying to slide her in. That's yeah. That's the the labels right there. And shout out to Samara Sin, LLC. You see, she pushing herself. And easy at 33, man. What? Big Nene, man. I really liked what Anicia did recreating an entire world for this joint, bro. Like the girl in her room, the posters around it, the trailer with Gigi in there with Gio in the trailer, and it was another girl in the trailer like in her room and stuff like that. And she kept the theme consistent throughout all the music videos, throughout all the singles, throughout all the songs, throughout the sounds of it. Even the Cash Cobain sound still sounded like Anicia, bro. And I really respect the heck out of it. That's hard. Put it in. That's hard. But imagine none of me. That's hard. I like that joint. Of course, it's got my favorite Anicia song on it right now. I'll never see you at a bang. I'll never see you at a bang. I'll never see you at a bang. I'll never see you at the ATM, huh? Yeah, I ain't never see you at the ATM, huh? I'll never see you at a bang. I'll never see you at the mall. Shout out to Anicia, bro. But are they talking about anything? Justin, that's hard. Yes, yeah. Eat is only 27. Yeah, I rock with it, bro. Salute to Anicia, bro. Getting 33. 32 is too low for Vince Staples. Press landing. I bet you ever be the hardest. Big timing. Where they at? Get the gap, huh? This joint should be top 5, bro. Especially rap albums. I know it's just albums, period. But Complex, we all know which audience Complex is catering to, bro. And they're obviously catering to a specific audience here. And Vince Staples' Dark Times should definitely be top 5 albums of 2024. At least top 4, bro. The Vince Staples joint was crazy. It was quick, to the point. He told a story. It was concise. Each song had its own individual story. He had the catch phrases, the catchy joints, the like the brothers in Magnolia, where they at, get they got him. The Louisiana one. He had the government cheese one where he's talking about like poor people wanting money. He's got the joint where he's like, he sampled his old joint, the Big Fish one. It wasn't Big Fish that he sampled, but he sampled one of his old joints on there, and that was just crazy to me. And then the of course the phrase of the year: "Life hard, but I go harder." Life hard, but I go hard. He's speaking to us. He's giving us affirmations. Don't crash out. Big homies, little homies. Oh my goodness. Such an important song, such an important phrase that I just told myself every single time in 2024 when I felt like times were getting a little hard. Life hard, but I go harder. Vince Staples' Dark Times is an amazing project. It's quick, it's short, it gets its points across, it has a message in it. I'll rock with Vince Staples' Dark Times. Justice for Vince Staples, it should be higher than 32. Let's go to the next one. Lotto Sugar. This should be higher than 31. We gonna stay on that thing. Anicia, you can make the case that she's at the right place. She could be a little higher if you want to say that. These last two for sure, Vince Staples and Lotto should definitely be higher on this list. Lotto should definitely at least be, at the very least, top 15 in this joint, bro. At least top 15 in this joint, bro. This has so many hits. The Blake song. There ain't nothing like a Georgia girl. Ain't nothing like. Ain't nothing. The joint at the end. Shout out to me. She rapping on there. She going off on on a Drake type of loop sample thing. Whoop the whoop. She going crazy on it. I love it. She got the hits. She got the bars. She got the rapping. She even got Tizo touchdown on that job, man. Sugar Honey Iced Tea by Lotto should be higher on this list, hands down. And I'll argue it's the best female rap project of the year over Glorious. And I got Glorilla as the number one artist of the year, female rap artist of the year. Kenny Mason 9. Kenny Mason has so much dang diversity and just range, bro. He talking about he can go rock, but it's crazy because other rappers can go rock and stuff like that. but their rap be like turnt rap. Like say someone like a Travis Scott, I feel like could go with a rock album. Someone like a Playboy Cardi could go with a rock album, right? But when they rap, it's more of like a hey, turn up, turn up, turn up. When Kenny Mason rap, he can rap with the best of them, bro. And he been doing this whole three thing. I think he did three, and then I don't know if he did. Yeah, he might have done the six, and now he's doing nine, bro. Or he did three, but he did three tracks. Then with this one is nine and stuff like that. I really appreciate Kenny Mason. He is so talented. He's so like can go here, can go there. His live show is amazing. His performance and stage presence is great. At festivals and open mics or events where people might not know him. I love Kenny Mason. That kid's a star. He's gonna go super far. He's already gone far. I feel like him and BK Ruler are above the Atlanta underground scene. They're kind of like in the middle of like mainstream and underground. They're in a weird spot. But I feel like he's gonna break through for sure. And so is BK as well. So salute to them. I ain't even gonna what you call. I'm not gonna argue with that one. 21 Savage should not be higher than Lotto and Vince Staples. I'll say that. 21 Savage American Dream should not be higher than Lotto's and Vince Staples in 2024, bro. Name 5 songs off this album, bro. Name 5 songs off this album, bro. I can give you one. Breadcrumb. I want to leave a breadcrumb. G Block. All we heard was Red Rum, Red Rum, Red Rum. And he had my boy Lil Harold narrating that John. You know how Young Nudie was narrating her loss with Drake? He had Lil Harold narrating this John, American Dream. This should not be higher than no dang um this should not be no higher than Lotto, and it should not be no higher than no Vince Staples in 2024, bro. They giving this to 21 because of I feel like the name, the status, the brand, bro. But you have to keep it honest, bro, and you have to keep it real. Like if you're gonna do that, then put Nudie in the top 50, bro, with Pierre, bro. Rema. This is an Afro beats artist, I believe. Yeah, first African. Yeah. A lot of people was talking. They like this one. They like this one. I don't know how much of this album I heard. I think stop it. They got Skywater above. They doing this to make me mad. They got Skywater above Lotto and Vince Staples albums. I love Skywater. I think What Rain is one of the songs of the year, hands down. I could still listen to it now, and I jam out to it just like it came out yesterday. Skywater's album. I love Caribou. Caribou was probably my favorite rapper of 2024. She's on the Skywater album. Still, no. Not over Lotto, not over Vince Staples. No, bro. No, I'm not going, dude. Not going. It gets to a point, dude. But I heard a lot of good things about this Rema um uh album, things of that sort, and everything like that. I might check it out at some point. Oh yeah. This Selena Gomez joint from 2023. Huge, huge song. I remember that. I remember checking that out, everything like that. Shout out to Rema again on the list. Asake probably on the list as well. This Skywater joint, no, bro. No, bro. No. And salute to Skywater. That's gang for real. Like friend of the channel for real. But no, Kami, Rich Haitian. I'm not mad at this pick, but it's like I feel like with Lotto and Vince, I think one of the things that you have to take in consideration with best albums, you have to take it like appeal to like mass appeal. And Kami, his appeal is a very specific like space and group of people who love hip hop. One thing I'm glad that Kami did this year was he dropped the entire Mysterious Act. Because if you want to sell some records, you got to drop the Mysterious Act. He started doing interviews. He started going outside. I really appreciated that about Kami, bro. And He seems like a solid dude through his interviews, everything like that. And obviously, he can really rap. So I salute him. Uh, this is a good album. Rich Haitian is a good album. However, at the same time, it's like I feel like a broader amount of people enjoy if you put on a Lotto album. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I just think about things like that when you're talking about the best because you can do my favorite albums and you could do the best albums. And I feel like best appeals to the most possible people. You know what I'm saying? It's like you have a mixture of quality, sound, talent, and appeal to as many people as possible. I think that's what I think it is. You know what I'm saying? But that's just me on my high horse. Well, what do I know? That's 26. 25, Rhapsody, Please Don't Cry. I'm not mad at this. It was a good album. It was a good album. I was at the album listening party a week after listening to it for the first time. And it was a good album. Rhapsody makes good albums. There's a reason why she's nominated for a Grammy every time she drops an album, bro. It's a good album, tells a story, tells multiple stories. And I'm always impressed how rappers, veteran rappers, can still come up with a project's worth of new things to talk about after being around for like 15 plus years. Because what do you talk about when you've been, rich, successful, and famous for 15 plus years? But she addresses like the claims that her music's boring. She, of course, goes back to the entire thing of, stop bringing up my name to disparage other rap girls because I root for those rap girls as well. If you want to support me, just support me outright. And she also addresses the tomboy claims and everything like that, and the rumors and rumblings of her sexuality and stuff like things of that sort. She addresses that as well on this Please Don't Cry record. So salute to Rhapsody on that joint. And Mick Gee, 2 Star and the Dream Police. Mick Gee's gotten a lot of hype this year. I see his name all year, everywhere. He did SNL this past week or a couple weeks ago, and that was my first time hearing him, fully and stuff like that. I didn't really see what the hype was about. I'm not gonna lie to you, but then again, this isn't my strong suit of a genre, kind of like a little more rock and stuff like that. But I just didn't see it. I didn't get what the entire buzz was. If that's what you on and stuff like that, you can be like, "Oh, you tweaking Rashad, this and that," but that just ain't my thing. Don Tolliver, Hearthstone Psycho. I don't know if I heard this. I might have heard some because I don't listen to Don Tolliver. I'll tell you why. Side rant. At Made in America, going back to Made in America, a few years ago, Don Tolliver was performing, and I brought out my phone and I was recording, clips and stuff like that when he was performing songs that I like from Don and everything like that. And I was showing them to someone the next day, and the person was like, "Yo, are those 3 horns in the back?" And it was like when he was performing and he dropped the beat, fire came out. And on the screens behind them were 3 dragons. And they was all like breathing out the fire, but they had like red eyes. Like I say all this to say it looked demonic. And there was 3 of them. And you know the number of threes, or what is 3 times 2? You know what I'm saying? And what is 3 times 2? Just put 3 times. You know what I'm saying? Like so yeah. Ever since then, I kind of been cool out on. I seen him perform another time at Revolt World last year, and he once again had all them flashing little things of symbolism, and that stuff just makes me uncomfortable, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. Ever since then, I kind of been off him. This attitude song is hard though. So baby, don't give me good love. Oh, 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 oh. So baby, don't give me good love. Oh, oh, oh. That's a bop. I cannot deny it. Yeet 2093. He got Lil Wayne and Childish Gambino on this joint. I like it. I ain't gonna lie. It ain't like the old Yeet. It ain't like the old Yeet, but it was pretty good. And I like that it wasn't like the old Yeet because it was something different from Yeet. It was a new sound. I rock with it. So salute the Yeet for artist progression and things of that sort. But it wasn't my favorite Yeet project. J. Cole, 21 might delete later. This J. Cole album, bro, I'm not even gonna lie to you. would be so much higher on people's lists. Like it would literally be in the talks, legitimate talks to be the album of the year if he didn't do what he did. And if he didn't handle the way that he handled it. I think the funniest moment in hip hop in 2024 was J. Cole doing what he did, having everybody hate him, like all the rap fans, all the rap media hate him for 2024, and everybody just being like, boo, anytime he brought up J. Cole, and him just looking at everybody like, hey, come on, guys. Y'all remember the warm up? Like that was just hilarious to me when J. Cole did that. Like that was definitely my favorite moment in rap music in 2024. But yeah, my delete later is some elite rap, elite bars, and I don't know why he backed down when the rap battle came up, bro. Like why back down? And then if he backed down, why don't I just go quiet? He continued to talk and continued to try to defend his decision. I just didn't rock with it. But the Trader Truth joint, oh, he got some joints on here, bro, where he just rapping. I think he going toe to toe with Ab Solo one of these things. I was like, oh my gosh, this is rapping on top of rapping. And he did all this for what it is, man. Because how can you listen to someone rapping at the peak of their game, rapping about how well they're rapping with other elite rappers about how much better they rap about other rappers. And then when you tell another rapper you rap better than him, 2 days later say, I apologize, we can all win. This ain't no competition. Nah, bro. You've been rapping about how I'm the best rapper. I smack all you rappers. I'm 6'8", and you rappers are short. Everything like that for the past so and so years, bro. Stand on it, bro. Vultures won. What was on Vultures one? Was Carnival on Vultures one? What was on Vultures one? Oh, oh, go, 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 go. SECC honor roll. She love that kid like honor roll. I done did the impossible. Go, 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 go. I like that song. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I like Carnival. Vultures one. Did they have the joint where it was like the I dream a big chested woman falling out of the sky? It was something crazy like that. It was something like that. Oh yeah, big beautiful woman don't fall out of the sky. I think that was Vulture's one. That might have been Vulture's too. But yeah, he just put together a lot of kind of like, yeah, Carnival's on here. Yeah, you got to go for Carnival, bro. You have to, bro. But yeah, just a lot of craziness from Kanye this year in terms of music. I ain't even talking about the person. Like the music was just kind of chaotic. And this is, what I'm saying? Like, this dude made late. I'll be late for that, baby. I'll wait for that. If you had a taste of that, I'll probably pay for that. I'm coming in when I feel like. Shout out to Sabrina Carpenter, number 19, short and sweet. She had herself a great summer. Her and Charlie XCX, they had great summers. Now, the actual music, I don't know much. I don't know if I heard Espresso. I don't know if I heard any of this. I'm not even gonna lie to you. But I see it everywhere and I hear about it all the time, especially Espresso. I hear of that all the time, but I haven't heard the actual song. So, I mean, salute to her. It feels like a fitting spot because I heard nothing but the album. About that album and the Charlie XCX, Brat Summer joint all summer. Chief Keef Almighty Soul 2. This album got a lot of it got a lot of praise. And I think did what happened with Mike Will? Then Mike Will and him and Chief Keef dropped like a joint that was just kind of like in the meantime because it was like people kept leaking songs off our album, so we just released a whole album. Not sure if that's this one, but this joint is pretty solid, bro. Chief Keef, he set the tone with the Zane Lowe interview and stuff like that. Everybody was proud of him and his progression and his growth. Like I said, Tierra Whack had one of the verses of the year on this album. And yeah, man, Sosa's pretty consistent. Even when nobody was talking about him, he was still consistent and still putting out pretty like decent stuff. Big X to Plug, Take Care. A lot of people love this project. I like Big X to Plug, him sampling the soul records and everything like that. The Joker can really rap. He just broke out 30 minutes ago. He just broke out 30 minutes ago. Who you talking about? Who? Big X the plug? Or are we talking about Chief Keef? He just broke out 30 minutes ago. Uh he might be talking about Big X the plug. But yeah, I like Big X the plug. He can rap. Luigi. Oh, he broke out. Bro, you lying to me, bro. Oh no. Oh man. Bro, what? He broke out. Bro, nah, don't get me like that. I feel like my phone would have went a little more crazy if he did. He break out. Hold on, let me see. Broke out. The Luigi broke out for real? You got me. I ain't gonna lie, you got me good. Nah, he ain't break out. He ain't, I had to triple check. I had to triple check. They arrested him about an hour ago. You got me good though. You got me good though. I'm about to get to it as soon as I finish this 50 list. So if you want to leave and then come back like 5 minutes later, we got you. But anyways, I really rock with Big X Plug and his entire style. He can really rap. Shout out to Texas, everything like that. A lot of people was really talking big about this. Jill Scott called it therapy. So salute. Shout out. And he's got a song called Therapy Session. Charlie XCX, Brad, like I said, one of the albums that I heard about all the freaking time this year. This and the Sabrina Carpenter. I feel like they're keeping pop music afloat. Salute to those two. Glorious from Glorilla. This being 16 spaces away from Lotto is wrong, bro. The Lotto placement is still blowing me. And this Glorious, I don't know who your top 15 is. I don't know. Because you got some really good albums that's like all the way back. And I'm just like, yo, that's crazy. What are we doing right now? But salute. Tim's Born in the Wild. I'm not even gonna lie to you, gang. Tim's got mad hits. But it's like on this album, what did we hear from Tim's that's up to what we always hear from Tim's, bro? We always hear a big track that's overplayed on the radio, mainstream, everything like that from Tim's. And we ain't really get that on this latest album. So what are you guys basing this on? Once again, what are you basing it on, man? You basing it on your personal favorites or commercial? It's see, that's the thing about lists, bro. Like you have to tell us what you're basing the stuff on. You can't just say stuff. Like that's just my thing. Uh we still don't trust you. That's the second one. That had the ASAP Rocky diss on it. It had the ASAP Rocky diss on it. And I think it might have had the weekend diss on it. Or maybe the weekend was the first one. Ira Star, the year I turned 21. She had a breakout year. She had a great year. Can't do nothing but salute her for show about the year she had. Oh, we talking now. Oh, we talking now. Saheem at number 11. A lot of people love this album. This ain't my cup of tea. This ain't my type of music. But Viking is a banger, like everybody said. And he had the Sylvian Road. Like, I ain't never seen somebody name a song Sylvian Road, bro. And it's crazy because every rapper is from Atlanta. When I seen it, I said, bro, this is the first time I seen someone like mention that road and stuff like that before. I used to live off Sylvian Road. But yeah. Salute to Saw, man. Pull up with a stick, let it hit. A salute, man. Number 10, Blue Lips. Schoolboy Q. This is the first time I seen someone like really respect Blue Lips in all these end of the year lists. Thank God for me. All my brothers gonna ride for me. Thank God for me. Brother, you win a turf head. Woo, woo. I like this journey. I like this album, bro. I like this album. Not as much as I like the Vince Staple album, but I like this album as well. Schoolboy Q makes good albums, man. Cannot deny that. Layla Gap Year, this is my favorite album of the year. Layla Gap Year, hands down. My favorite album of the year. I know she made her father proud, but she made all of us proud. Like she came out the gate with two joints. Not my problem. Do you want me? Do you wanna love me like that? And it's crazy because you get two joints like that, Tyler, and you can come back with the album, and those not even the best songs on the album. You set the bar that high. It was darn near like Not My Problem and Like That were like the floor of the album. That's how good some of those songs were. Like in the production and the bridges and the production bridges, and this is like some Tyler Creator stuff. Then she got to meet Tyler Creator, Can't Flog Now. It's crazy. I really rock with Layla. She is the future of hip hop, R&B, whatever the case that people gonna call her, man. Baby genius for real, man. Like she's so hard, bro. Layla is it. I ain't gonna lie to you. Eminem. Now, okay, here we go. So why is Eminem number 8, but LL Cool J number 40? I feel like Unc 1, Unc 2 should be right there with each other. You know what I'm saying? Like you should have LL maybe number 10, Eminem number 9. You know what I'm saying? Where's Common and P Rock? Your Common and P Rock on here? We're gonna see. But here we go. To me, if you want my thoughts on this album, it sounded just like any other Eminem album, which people love because Eminem's one of the greatest rappers of all time. For me, it's not. I ain't trying to hear no 2002 stuff with 2024 references. I'm cool off it. All right. Number 7, Cowboy Carter, Beyonce. Can you say overhyped because of a name? I love the concept. This is much like Kendrick with GNX. I love the concept. Is that album better than Chromacopia? No, but people gonna say it because the concept. The concept of this was so crazy. I salute Beyonce a gazillion times for doing it. The CMAs count you out and they say you ain't country and they want to, you know what I'm saying? Beyonce don't exist in this world. We better than Beyonce. All right, I'm gonna come back and make a whole country album on your behind and put all the black country artists on. I love that. Shout out. She put us on to Tanner Adele. She put us on to a couple other black country artists and whites. We got Miley Cyrus is on the joint, everything like that. It's some joints on there. And this ain't Texas and hold on down down down. One of the songs of the year. However, overall, bro, I really don't care about this album, bro. Renaissance 2 wasn't hitting like Renaissance 1, but it is what it is. Salute. Huh. Ka, The Thief Next to Jesus. Not gonna lie, I've never heard of this song or of this album. Okay. Production. Before his death at 52 in October, Ka what's the definition of an MC? Oh, I should check this out. I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued. Salute. I'll listen to it. Billie Eilish, Hit Me Hard and Soft. All right, once again, I've heard of this album. I saw the promo for it. I saw the album listening parties for it and everything like that. I don't know. Okay, Birds of a Feather. I know that song. Is that on here? Yeah, Birds. I've heard Birds of a Feather from Billie Eilish. I can't even say I haven't heard a song from this. So shout out to Billie Eilish, bro. She always got one on her. Even if you're not tapped in, you gonna hear a Billie Eilish song. Dolce Alligator Bites Never Heal. So I finally, what I'm saying, listened to the full thing recently. And I love all the singles from Dolce, bro. All the singles. I love Boom Bap. I love Nissan Altima. I love all the joints, from Dolce. I had to keep it a bean though. I have to keep it a bean though. The entire album, there are maybe like one or two skips at the end because she going to like regular Dolce stuff. And there ain't nothing wrong with regular Dolce stuff, but it's just like the rabbity rap stuff and everything like that. If she just kept it on that the entire project, it would probably have no skips for me. And with that, like, I think it makes a statement of like, what I'm saying, everything that she was trying to make the statement of, according to what she's been saying in her interviews, of appreciating the essence of hip hop and all of that stuff and things of that sort. But yeah, man, it yeah, there were a couple skips on there at the end, and people made it seem like there weren't. I don't know if there's such a huge gap between this and what I'm saying, It's just stuff like that that just gets me, bro. The way we view things, and just to make ourselves look more mature. Like I don't think if you're more mature, if you rocking with alligator bites, if you put that above, because you can't even call it mature because you got Metro and Future, Metro Boomin and Future on the next. You know what I'm saying? It's just the stuff that I be seeing. I'm like, okay, whatever, bro. Be acting fake woke type deal. And it's not even calling Dolce's music woke. Like I say, I rock with Dolce, everything like that. Boom, bat, brrr, boom. I'm everything. It's everything. And it boom, and it bap, and it boom, and it clap, and it. I love wake up, wakes up, get the race up, by the race up, for the mother love percent stuff. The woo-ha joint that she had on there, that was like an ode to Busta Rhymes and everything, where she was rapping. He said, on my own. And the woman was really a dude. I love that. I love that album. I love Pointer. There are skippable tracks on it, and people acting like it's some perfect hip hop 10 out of 10 joint with no. There should be no reason. What I'm trying to get to here. Why Dolce is number 4 on this list, and Lotto's number 31, bro. There's not a 27 album difference between the two, bro. And the Dolce joint is not more enjoyable to listen to than Layla. Now that's a little more subjective by me because my favorite album personally was the Layla joint. But it's like, come on, like let's be real here. The We Don't Trust You. This came out of nowhere when it dropped, and it hit like a ton of breaks, everything like that. It was hard. We didn't know that they was even just beefing with Drake, and the whole thing was about beefing with Drake. 2 albums. What he say? I get the Kim to it, but the skim through it. Shout out to Drake, bro, because he had his moments, and I appreciate the fact that he fought back against Kendrick before he ran to the court. He did fight back with his raps, even with the Heart Part 6. And I appreciated that originally. And I respected it, even if he lost. Chromacopia. Chromacopia is better than GNX. This is glaze. You know how the kids say glazing? This is glazing Kendrick, bro. And I love Kendrick and the entire, like I said, with the Beyonce joint. With the Beyonce joint being, up there in the top 10 and everything like that, it wasn't because the actual album and the music in the album. It was because of the concept of how the album came to be about. I'm gonna make an entire country album because you cast me out of country music. I'm gonna make an entire West Coast music album because you're trying to claim that you're more West Coast than me, and you have been for some time now. You did the 0 to 100 video with the game and stuff like that in Compton in my neighborhood and projects, and saying my city love you more. Your city love me more than they love you. Uh, I go to your city, you can't even come around there, and I run your city, I run your town, I run LA. And he made an entire West Coast album. I appreciate that. And he said, "You not like us? I'm gonna make a whole West Coast album with the West Coast sound. You got to run to Atlanta to get your sound. You don't have a sound. What is Toronto sound? We don't know because Drake, the biggest artist out of Toronto, other than what Justin Bieber. Well, Justin Bieber's just from Canada, but the biggest artist out of Toronto doesn't have a distinct sound. His distinct sound has been grabbing a little bit of everybody else's sound, just kind of calling it Drake. So yeah, uh, I love the concept of GNX, but GNX is not better than Chromacopia, and it's not the number 1 album in 2024. Those are my thoughts. Now, what everybody's been waiting for, Luigi. Hey, this Joker right here is smart. It's smart. You know, the woman, oh, going crazy over him, everything like that. But like, I'm just very um impressed by like how intelligent he was, being a valedictorian, uh, going to Ivy League school, everything like that, and just like the depth of these like things that he was speaking about, everything. But he retweets this. This might have been, yeah. This was the last thing he tweeted. Last thing he tweeted was a retweet about the relationship between phones and our mental health. And after that, he had a bunch of friends emailing him, not emailing him, but texting him or tweeting him like, "Dude, where are you? Why aren't you getting back to us? Why aren't you saying anything?" He didn't have service. His phone was not responsive for the past few months. He disappeared off the face of the earth, and he reemerges like this in this type of situation. A lot of people are skeptical the way he was caught, if it was a plant or if he wanted to be caught. And if he wanted to be caught, why didn't he just turn himself in? Is this the actual guy? I don't know. I don't know with any of these things. But he was locked up. He posted up, did the picture like just standing straight up, a mugshot, had an official mugshot. They took him in today, everything like that, and into custody. They took him to court for his initial court appearance. I just assumed he was just denied whatever bond, and we'll take it to trial, and they'll drag their feet on with that. But he did look pretty stone faced. The manifesto was pretty simple and kind of went along with what everybody thought when they first heard the news about the United Health CEO. Um, when everybody first heard the news, they said, "Oh, this was calculated. This was intentional." And then the fact that it was in broad daylight was like, oh, "Okay, yeah, for sure. Someone sent him, whoever the guy is." And then now that they caught him, the main thing he's just saying is everything that people have always been saying. And it happened like a couple days after like a story about pharma companies and big pharma companies taking advantage of just the general public. And like people always say, like in the kind of the healthy food community or the health conscious community, that there's no money in curing cancer. There's no money in eradicating diabetes or any of these other diseases that are far too common now. uh, for this guy, for this kid, if these stories kind of line up and are the truth and that this is the guy, then, to see his grandparents go out in a painful way, and not only that, but deal with the family dealing with the repercussions of it afterwards and financial burdens of paying back hospital and home, senior home, and funeral costs and all of that. That's it's a ugly, ugly system, and it's an ugly reality that we have here in America. That I've experienced firsthand as well with other family members, especially elderly family members, but just other ones as well. Like I lost my uncle this year. You know what I'm saying? I don't know that that's like might be TMI, but yeah, and he's been, what I'm saying, in and out of hospitals and senior homes and everything like that for like the past decade. And so for us to always have to figure a way to like make sure, the government, or to make sure that the VA has him straight, for him to be able to afford to stay in some of these places and to afford these hospital beds that he needs to stay in for his health, and for us to afford, his homegrown services and stuff like that. Like it's just sick. Like you shouldn't have to worry about that in such a sad time, especially in a country like this. It's not a third world country. Like we supposed to be doing well. We're supposed to be kind of modern Western civilization, and we kind of still stuck so far behind in something as simple as this. So I understand the frustration. The actual act um is a statement. It's a sign of revolution and everything like that. Nothing, no change comes from comfort. Change comes from being placed in discomfort. It's kind of like when people have protests in the middle of the streets, and everybody's like, "Why don't you just do it on the sidewalk and get it?" It's like the point is to disrupt the norm and to get people mad and get people uncomfortable and kind of disrupt things, because that's when change comes. That's when change happens. And this is about as uncomfortable as it gets. Just straight up, uh, I don't know what I can say on live or on YouTube, so I'll just say a nation. Straight up, a nation is about as uncomfortable as it gets. And it forces everybody to sit down and just like kind of almost declares a war. I think that's what he was trying to do with his background of being an activist and an Ivy League student and a valedictorian and a guy that's speaking out against things in such an extensive manner. He's trying to start a war. Are people going to get behind? Are they too scared? Yeah. Yeah, people are too scared. Yeah, people are too scared, bro. People are scared. I don't think they're gonna do this. I don't think they're gonna follow suit and follow in his footsteps. Even the coops. And now I think the CEOs and the billionaires and stuff like that are just gonna have even more security around them and all that stuff. But uh I definitely see where he was thinking. It's just one of those things of like, you're thinking too much, bro. You're thinking too much because you think of this and you think this, and then you get into this entire thing of a revolution. We got to do this. You got to do that. There's a entirely other different conspiracy theory with the last kind of viral manifesto of the kid, the Buffalo guy, right? The kid that went to Buffalo and stuff like that, and went to the black neighborhood on the east side of Buffalo at the Tops and shut that place down. And what already was a food desert on the east side of Buffalo, that was the only grocery store that black people had in that area. And his entire manifesto, which was like 10 pages, was all about black people and not being as strong, and kind of depleting the white race by interracial couples and interracial babies and things like that. There's an entire conspiracy that all of that was just a cover up for the security guard that unfortunately lost his life that day, because that security guard was a retired police officer, and he had the water engine vehicle that he started up, like kind of the hydroplane fueled car vehicle, and he was working on that, and he like successfully started one, and it was on YouTube, and he was kind of like documenting the entire thing on YouTube with his daughter that was filming it all. And the last guy that successfully did that a few years prior, he was also like, he went out to dinner with the guy, and he like ate something, he poisoned it, all that, and he passed out. And it's just like, okay, the last two guys who successfully done this in in person, in human, that we know of to the public, both passed away suddenly from just well-timed tragic incidents. And I think that's crazy, man. That's definitely crazy, and that's something to look at, because obviously we know how powerful and how wealthy and things, you can go down the list of words, adjectives, whatever, that the oil industry is. So once again, going back to this kid that United Health CEO in broad daylight, and was walking around with the weapon and a book bag and the same clothes that he had and the same eyebrows that he had in the surveillance video. He ain't waxed the eyebrows. He ain't do nothing to hide, to say, "Hey, I'm not that." I don't know what's going on, man. I don't know if we'll ever know. I don't know if we'll ever know. But what I would say is, like, women shouldn't be lusting over him. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I would get it for like the initial, like, pictures come out of him and you're like, oh wow, you nice looking young man. And he was smart too. Okay. Like, come on, man. Like, after a while, like, it gets to a point, dude. I think obviously the kid was not well, bro. Kid is not well. If this is all living up to what it's supposed to be, his friends messaging him and saying, yo, we've been trying to get a hold of you for months, and we hope you're doing well, but your phone ain't even ringing no more. The text bubbles is going to green. What's going on, bro? And he wasn't responding to him at all. The kid wasn't well. The kid, to do this, he was not well. Sometimes you can think too much for your own good. To write this many paragraphs and to put out important highlights of a 5 minute thing. Did he say remove paywall? It's crazy. Yo, this dude is crazy, bro. He was crazy, dude. He was crazy, man. And what I'm saying, for people to look past that and stuff like that. But yeah, he was heavy on the anti-phone, anti-social media, everything like that. Um this is crazy. This is some dark stuff. Modern Japanese environment is evolutionary mismatch for the human animal. Solution to the falling. Is that falling? Yeah, yeah. Falling birth dates is an immigration. It's cultural. Encourage natural human interaction, physical fitness, and spirituality. Ban techno fleshlights. Oh, okay. Wow. All right. He had some interesting. See, this is a crazy. He was crazy, bro. He's crazy. Replace conveyor belt sushi and restaurant vending machine order with actual human interaction with the waiter. Oh, in fact, I agree with that. I salute that. But hey, you sound crazy when you say ban flashlights and whoop the whoop, everything like that. It sound crazy, but hey, what is we doing? We not interacting with humans no more. We leaning too heavily on what you call the native population of Japan is falling at 100 people an hour. That's crazy. Hey, I ain't gonna lie, it's crazy. You see how I did that? The initial reaction was this dude's crazy. I read it again. I was like, he kind of got a point, but still, I'm not condoning any of his actions. He got some points. Replace 24/7 esports cafes where young males earn false fitness signals via tech and fighting. What? You say get rid of the arcades? Tech and fighting and Overwatch shooting games with athletics in school. Heavily stigmatized maid cafes where lonely salary men pay young girls to dress as anime characters and perform anime dances for them, revitalize traditional Japanese culture. And this adds up to a dude that like threw away his phone for years, for months, and like had a 20 pack and has a picture of him like hiking and a big thing. Yeah, rewired smartphones, rewired childhood. Here's how to fix it. So a lot of just anti-electronic, anti-modern technology stuff, propaganda on this thing, bro. Let me see anything else. Ancient Rome was the world's most powerful empire for 500 years. At its height, Rome boasted the roads, public baths, and much of what else is close to miraculous for the rest of the planet. Then came the Great Fall. All right. These are phenomenal. It took me years to learn them my own. He's talking about the gym. Okay. Uh Let me see. I used to get bummed in math class when learning theorems. All this low hanging fruit has been solved before I was born. If I was alive at the time of the Pythagoras, I could have easily derived the Pythagorean theorem and etched my place in history. But now I'm lucky for my 21st century education. I get to simply download the knowledge of all who came before me, allowing to stand on their shoulders and ponder new problems they would never have access to. If 5th century BC Pythagoras discovered algebraic theorems, if 19th century Darwin discovered the evolution of species, then what topics does the 21st century mind explore? I like the evolutionary psychology, primitive neuroscience, and information networks. This is taking me back to like when I was in high school, bro. I remember all of this stuff. Oh, you at your place in history, all right, King. Yo. They said congrats on the etching. It's hilarious. Being smart makes you more prone to confirmation bias. In retrospect, it shouldn't be have been surprising. Confirmation bias is what happens when the little lawyer in your head takes control of the thinking process. And smart people have a very smart little lawyer there. And then this entire thing. I believe this book will go down in history as the most important philosophical text of the early 21st century. My book is What's Our Problem from Tim Urban. What did Tim Urban have to say about this? Very much not the point. Ah! Yo, this is hilarious. This is hilarious, bro. Yo, that's hilarious, dude. Oh my goodness, bro. Blue Cross Blue Shield in Connecticut, New York, and Missouri has declared it no longer pay for anesthesia for the full length of some surgeries. If the procedure goes over a certain time, anesthesia will not be covered during the duration. People wonder why they want these. We live amongst a good number of people who are no different than those who ordered thousands of beheadings during the French Revolution. They just don't have currently the power to do what they want. So what is the point? So what is so now I'm really see I don't went I just see look. I'm so glad I did this on stream. To celebrate the occasion of the University of Michigan ending its use of diversity statements in hiring, here's the diversity statements from What's Our Problem. There's a lot. And some more stuff I want to say, but I'm not going to say it right now. My book is What's Our Problem? This book introduces a new framework on our chaotic political environment with 303 drawings. It's toolbox. Let me see if there is like a excuse me. Hey, what you call for it? Hold on. Tim Urban. What's our problem? Let me see. Here's a 26-minute interview. There's an 8-minute video. Okay, I think I'm gonna watch the 8-minute video. We're gonna do that. All right. Hold on. Where are we at with it? Here's one that's 2 minutes. Shall let's see what this 2 minutes one is talking about.
Burnout. We all experience it at some point.
The ads, things of that sort.
With the help of
Page 1, Introduction and Summary. In his blog post, What's Our Problem?, Tim Urban explores the concept of procrastination and how it can prevent us from achieving our goals. He uses a series of humorous illustrations to demonstrate the difference between the rational decision maker, who plans ahead and works toward long-term goals, and the instant gratification monkey, who prioritizes short-term pleasure and often leads us down unproductive paths. Throughout the post, Urban emphasizes the importance of taking action and making progress, even when it's difficult or uncomfortable. He acknowledges that procrastination is a common problem that affects many people, but suggests that we can overcome it by breaking tasks down into smaller, more manageable pieces and setting achievable goals. Page 2, Key Takeaways. Urban's post offers several key takeaways that can be helpful for anyone struggling with procrastination. Procrastination is a common problem that affects many people, but it's not an insurmountable one. With the right strategies and mindset, we can overcome our tendency to put things off and achieve our goals. The instant gratification monkey is a powerful force that can lead us astray, but it can be tamed through awareness and deliberate effort. By setting clear goals and breaking tasks down into smaller steps, we can create a roadmap for success that helps us stay on track. The most important thing we can do to combat procrastination is to take action. Even small steps can help us build momentum and make progress, which in turn can fuel our motivation and keep us moving forward. Page 3, Conclusion. In conclusion, Tim Urban's What's Our Problem? Is a thought-provoking and entertaining exploration of the causes and consequences of procrastination. His humorous illustrations and relatable examples help readers understand the challenges of overcoming the instant gratification monkey, while his practical advice offers concrete strategies for taking action and achieving our goals. Whether you're a chronic procrastinator or simply looking for ways to be more productive and focused, this post is an excellent resource for anyone seeking to understand the psychology of motivation and the keys to success. By following Urban's advice and embracing the rational decision maker, we can all become more effective, efficient, and fulfilled in our personal and professional lives. Thanks for watching.
Yeah, that sounds like it had nothing to do with what Buddy did. if anything, it just goes along what Luigi has always kind of been about for the past 2 years, which is just like, I hate phones. You know, the whole thing was like, I hate phones.
Great. The new GoDaddy Arrow has AI marketing tools to help
What's Our Problem by Tim Urban. Summary from 4 Minute Books. Written by Nicholas Goka and read to you by Andy Mayes. One sentence summary. What's Our Problem explains what's going on in our modern times, why everyone seems to be acting crazy, and how societies function, fall, and thrive, using plenty of original frameworks to give us new, better ways of thinking and communicating in our complicated world. Favorite quote from the author. In this epic story, heading together toward an uncertain fate, there is no them, just one big us. Tim Urban. In a 2018 interview, Tim Urban, the writer and sketch artist behind Wait, But Why, shared a thought experiment. If all 100,000 years of human history went into a 500-page book at 200 years per page, for the first 450 pages, it'd be all hunter-gatherers. How boring. Only in the last 50 pages, things pick up steam, from Jesus to the Enlightenment. But on the last page, you will lose your mind. Suddenly, you get cars, phones, and 2 world wars. You read about airplanes, the internet, and the moon landing. That last page is where it all seems to start. It is a time unlike any other in history. And that's why it's so important we, the people alive on that last page right now, get it right. Otherwise, the book might end on the next page. Hence, Tim wrote What's Our Problem? A self-help book for societies. At the same time that exponential technological progress is ushering in a new age, we seem to be losing our wits. When did we become so angry and unable to communicate as a society?
So what this Joker decided to do was a Nate somebody. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy, bro. But anyways, yeah. Let me see if there's anything else that I want to say. If you start your day with social media, the news, or email, realize you're starting your day at the mercy of others. Men and women have been convinced over the last few decades that they are the adversaries. That is not the case. It's sad that the question, are men important, can be answered with a simple yes. Oh, so he's with the stuff, man. He was anti-robot. It's interesting, bro. And he was a big fan of this book too. He's a big fan of this book. Big fan of this book. Yeah. What did Chris Williams say? Not my Chris Williams, my home dog. What does Chris Williams say? The insecure overachiever mindset. Oh, he just ignored it with a bunch of scheduled posts. Or he just acted like he didn't see the biggest trending story in the world, in the country. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, yeah. But he trying to make sure he Oh, he is very much into like the entire kind of red pill thing, for real. Like red pill guy. Ironic, they said toxic masculinity doesn't exist. And his kind of like things of like bring back being the man, that entire thing just led to this. That's all I'm giving this kid for today. That is the Luigi thing. That's everything I have for today. There's some stuff I want to react to, but at this point, I've been on for an hour and a half. Do I want to go? Because Kai and them, they be doing like 4 hours. Should I do another one? I think I'm gonna end it right there. All right, I'm gonna end it right there. And we're gonna pick up at the rest of the week. If you tuned in, if you missed any parts of the stream, it was an hour and a half. Plenty of content to watch and stuff like that. Plenty of things, plenty of hot topics. My name is Rashad Milligan. As always, if you are new to the channel, this is the road to 5K subs. I appreciate you all for tuning in. Most people tuned in for the Jay-Z stuff, man. Salute. Shout out to Jay-Z. Shout out to the Carter family. And all the victims, all the alleged victims, you know, make sure y'all good, everything like that. Journalists, do your job. Don't be afraid to say something about somebody or to report the facts of what's going on because you like the guy, because you liked an album that he dropped 30 years ago, or he invited you out to dinner at his house 10 years ago, or he invited you out to his brunch with all the famous celebrities that you ever wanted to meet. And you want to feel like you're a part of the in crowd and you want to feel accepted. Journalists, our job are not to be the celebrities. Our jobs are not to be the stars. Our jobs are to do our job, which is tell the story. Clean cut, without any bribes, without anything getting in the middle. But yes, my name is Rashad Milligan. As always, please take care of yourselves. This is the road to 5K subs. Until next time, peace.
That's for losers, man. I don't get involved in that stuff, but.
Angel Rashad Milligan rolling out.
Good question.
We can't ask Rashad questions.
Hey, Rashad.